Okay, the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to add a 1/4 cup of chili powder to about 2 to 3 tablespoons of cooking oil, and you're going to stir it around in your pan on medium to medium high heat for a couple of minutes. You just add the oil to the pan. The oil does not have to get hot first. You just add the oil in, put it on medium to medium high heat, and then add a 1/4 cup of chili powder, which you can find in the spice section at your grocery store. And you just stir it around until it gets to like this pasty consistency that you see here. But you want to keep it moving, and you don't want to do it for too long because then it's going to burn and it'll have a really bitter taste. So you don't want that. You just want to keep it moving around in the oil and let it absorb the oil and get warm. And once you start to see it bubbling, like how you see it in the pan here on the sides, then you're going to add 3 cups of water, or you can also use chicken broth, or you can use a combination of both. You can use water and chicken broth. Either way, whatever liquid you're using, you're going to add 3 cups of that to your chili powder that you just stirred around in the oil, and you're just going to stir that around and let the chili powder dissolve and get rid of any chunks, and just kind of keep it moving into the pan with it still on medium to medium high heat. Then you're going to add about 3/4 of a small can of tomato sauce. So the small cans that you get at the store, you're going to add not a full can, a little more than half, so about 3/4 of one of those cans. You're going to add, and then you're also going to stir that in with your liquid and your chili powder. Now you've added your tomato sauce, and you're just going to, again, dissolve everything together, stir it up, try to get rid of any chunks that you can, and just kind of keep it moving. The next thing that you're going to add is going to be the Knorr chicken bouillon, and it is it's just a chicken flavored bouillon powder. They also have cubes, but I like to get the big thing of the bouillon powder. And you see here it just comes in a big container, and it's just powdery. You're going to add 1.5 to 2 tablespoons of that. And then again, you're going to stir it around and dissolve that into your liquid. And this is your sauce. You don't have to add any flour. A lot of people like to add flour. It's not necessary. You can if you wanted to thicken it up a little bit, but as it cooks in the oven and when it starts to cool off, the sauce will thicken, so you don't need that. So just keep it going, keep it stirred, and try to get rid of any chunks. And then you're going to leave it on medium to high heat and just kind of let it bubble and, you know, stay warm and kind of simmer there until while you're getting all the other things ready to prepare and make your enchiladas. This is some shredded chicken that I already have ready. All it is was a couple of chicken thighs that I boiled in water and added a little bit of salt and onion powder. So I shredded up my chicken. You can also use rotisserie chicken if you really wanted to. And now you're going to put a little bit of sauce on the bottom of a 13 by 9 inch baking pan. Just enough to coat the bottom. Don't worry about the grainy look of the sauce. It's just the chili powder, and that won't be seen on the finished product. So now what you're going to do is you're going to prep your enchiladas. You're going to dip the corn tortillas into the sauce and just saturate it. And then you're going to start building your enchiladas. You're going to take your corn tortilla out. You're going to put it there, and you're going to put chicken and cheese or whatever filling you're using. I'm using shredded chicken with cheese. So I'm using shredded chicken thighs. You can use chicken breast or whatever you choose. And I'm adding shredded jack cheese. And then you're just going to roll it up. Bear with me because I'm using one hand here. I'm using a camera in the other hand. So you're going to roll it up a little tighter than how I have it there, and you're going to put it seam side down. And then you're going to just do that, and you're going to fill up in a row enchiladas in your pan. Okay, now that we have that ready, all you do is pour the sauce over the top of your enchiladas, and then you add shredded cheese on the top. I did a combination of jack cheese and cheddar cheese. So you just take your sauce and you drizzle it over your enchiladas and make sure they're covered, add your shredded cheese, and then you're going to put them in the oven at 380 degrees for about 25 to 35 minutes. And that's how they look when they're just about done. The cheese is melted and they're ready to be taken out of the oven. Here it is, you guys, served on a plate. Yummy, cheesy chicken enchiladas, and I also added cilantro lime rice as a side, which I will link a video down below for that recipe as well. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know how it goes.